What is pruning? Have you ever heard of the word pruning? Right? So today I just decided to share some insightful story from a book called Crushing by T.T. Jakes, which has opened my eyes to pruning. That isn't the first time that I'm hearing about it. But pruning means, if you're pruning a flower, it means you're cutting down the loose ends, you're cutting down ends that don't make it beautiful. So in the same way, when God is pruning us, He's trying to cut off things that are not relevant, things that are not making us look beautiful, are not making us look like Him. And I decided to just share this quick story with you guys while I do a get ready with me to shoot a video for you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello people, so get ready with me while I prepare to shoot some videos for you guys. Okay, so let's get right into this.
Gravitating towards suffering and hurting people led me to counsel a young man by the name Michael. Bright, well educated, and hardworking. Michael had the inside fixed on a promotion that was all but promised to him, and he was aware his superiors were grooming him for his assumption. Months later, instead of the company handing him papers with a new title and higher salary, Michael received a pink slip and a pat on the back and was escorted out of the front door by the building's security guards. As Michael sat on the couch in my office, he stared at me expectantly, hoping that somehow I would comfort him with divine wisdom and assuage his feelings about his predicament. Everything in me wanted to offer him words of wisdom right then and there, but God stopped me because there was something He wanted Michael to see, something my words would pale in comparison to. But how to convey this truth to my young friend with a heavy heart sitting across from me? I yearned to break the silence that hovered in the air so heavily, but felt compelled to hold back. Not even our breathing and the cool air whispering through the vents pierced the stillness. With the thick sullenness of the bereaved, Michael dropped his head and stared at the carpeting. Then, as if the truth finally hit him, he returned his gaze to me and exclaimed, "Why me? I did everything right. Everything I ever worked for is gone." At this point, the dam of Michael's emotion burst, and the weeping he had held at bay for so long poured out on him. He was collapsing under the weight of the loss of his main source of income and the resulting fears and anguish about his family's possible future. A future that now remained only a fleeting possibility. Yet there was still lingered a point the Lord wanted Michael to discover. I handed him a box of tissues and allowed him all the time he needed to collect himself. Michael wasn't without sin, but he was correct. He had done everything right. He was the best at his job. He volunteered at church. He paid his tithes. He was an upstanding man, a leader among leaders. None of this warranted him being beyond human headache, because God loved Michael more than he could see in the moment. Michael felt like he was being punished unfairly when he was actually being pruned by God's gracious hand. Now, nearly a year later, a different Michael strolled into my office with a sheepish grin on his face. Not everything in this life was back to normal, but there was a joy about him. Anxiety about the well-being of his family and the future was gone, having been replaced with a renewed sense of purpose and destiny. Just a few months after Michael's employment ended, he stepped into entrepreneurship. Looking back, he could now see that his unemployment was the freedom he needed to begin doing on his own terms what he loved the most. The pruning that once hurt Michael so badly turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to him.
Hi people.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick read, right? I know that this is not really my kind of thing, but I had wanted to do a video, just explaining what I just read and all, but I will still do that video, but I've been so busy with work, and we have our church convention this weekend, but then I didn't want to do what I did last 2 weeks without having to drop a video for you guys, and so I decided to just drop it. And so guys, just expect a video about pruning from me very, very soon. is something that I have just been thinking about, how to convey the message to you guys so that it's going to be insightful and amazing, So please, guys, do well to support me. I just decided to put this video together and still pass the message so that you guys can still get something out of it, just to understand that sometimes, when you go through stuff, it's not just that God is looking away from you or he doesn't want to answer your prayers, but it may be that he's just preparing you for something that's ahead. He wants you to come closer to him. He wants you to be dependent on him. And that's exactly what I'll be talking about when I decide to drop the video about pruning. So guys, expect it. And like I said, this is just me getting ready and getting on ready for a video that I had done previously. This is just like behind the scenes kind of video for you guys. So at this point, I'm ready to edit. This is how I am when I decide to edit. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and please, if you know that you can relate to what I just read, please leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, fam bams.